Hey there, Dropping Sports. So, I made a video on my expectations of Daniel Jones, and you guys seem to like it. So, I figured I'd make a video on all position groups, and the group I'm most interested in this year is the wide receiver group. So, with the signing of Kenny Galladay, the receivers are expected to take probably the biggest leap, in production, in this upcoming season. So, let's just get right into it. So, I want to start by saying the offensive line play will directly affect the production of the wide receivers. I think the O-line will be better this season. They honestly can't be worse than the last 2 years. And we saw games last season where the O-line really stepped up and played well, especially in the run game. They're all young guys, and they should only get better, the more they play together. So with the O-line improving and the signing of Galladay and Rudolph, I expect the wide receivers and just the whole receiving group to be a strength on this team. And of course, if they stay healthy, obviously. But the Giants wide receivers were awful in the red zone last season. That's where Galladay and Rudolph should, have the biggest effect. When all else fails and nobody's open, DJ will be able to throw up the ball and give Galladay a chance. The Galladay accusation should force extra coverage to his side. So, that should open up better opportunities for Slayton and Shepard. The defense is going to blitz at the rate we saw last season, and I expect Kenny Galladay to eat next year. And I also expect Slayton to look a lot more like he did in his rookie season. He'll be getting the number 2 corner most of the time, I'd imagine. So he'll see a lot less safety coverage over the top. And as I've said in other videos, the biggest bonus of the Galladay signing is Sterling Shepard. He can stay in the slot full time. I'm happy for Daniel Jones. I was starting to worry that we were going to see the Sam Darnold theme play out over here. So people are saying the pressure will go up on Jones because of the signings, but I see it a lot different, to be honest. We saw last season that the wide receivers were struggling to get open and dropping tons of passes, which to me added pressure on Jones to extend plays and make plays. In those situations where we saw the bad plays from Jones, the pressure, it was the pressure to feel like it was all on him. And I don't think that's not too great for a young quarterback. So I think we saw Jones not press as much, after the first 6-7 weeks, but the public by then had largely turned on him. I think a lot of that pressure is gone with Barkley coming back and Galladay and Rudolph on this team. He can just go out there and play. You don't have to carry the team completely. Not every single moment is on him. It's a shame it took 3 years to get the pieces here, but hey, it's here. And I'm happy for all the players on the team. So it can cause a rift in the locker room. If one side of the ball has to carry the team, defensive players can come out, can start to become the, resent players on the offense. So I don't think that happened on this team last season, but things like that can happen. They really can. I expect the team to be much more balanced next season. Daniel Jones and the receivers are, down in Arizona working out together already. I'm just hoping for Jones, Galladay, Jones and Galladay connection. I hope to see, what Eli and Plaxico connection was back in the day. I don't care if Galladay, don't have 100 catches, 1,500 yards. I just want to see the touchdowns. If he can grab 10 plus touchdowns a season for us, I'm happy. If Slayton can grab 7-8 touchdowns, then I'm happy. I'm not worried about Shep grabbing a bunch of touchdowns. I'm good with Shep being a consistent third down receiver. So if Shep is healthy all year, he's going to get you 4 or 5 touchdowns at least. This wide receiver group has a chance to be really, really special, and I believe that. Probably the best since the 2011 group. Again, obviously, the O-line is going to have to hold up. But if the whole offense stays healthy, I can envision a top 12, 15 offense here next season, especially with Barkley returning, to previous form. It could take a few weeks to get going here, but I believe the offense will be very, very good next year. If it starts a little rough, stay calm. It's still early, The players got to get used to each other. The only way I'll really be concerned is if we're seeing similar play calls next year. No more 5-yard curl routes. Let's run a real offense. I want to see, more movement. No more one-read plays. That was a disaster last year. They really hurt us, especially when we targeted Ingram. Teams were sitting on them. Jason Garrett needs to pull his head out of his ass this year. And if Garrett isn't getting it done, I hope Judge steps in and takes more control of the offense. My ultimate hope is that just the entire offensive coaching staff is designing a bunch of new plays. I liked a lot of the run plays from last year. I'd like to keep keep a lot of them in there. I want to see more shot plays down the field next season. Design some plays for John Ross and Dante Pettis. I just want our coaches doing what all other good offenses are doing. I don't care if they got a straight up copy of other teams. We were sold a bill of goods when Judge came in here that, coaches would scheme around the strength of the players. We got that with the defense. But the offense has failed. So all the coaches need to leave their egos at the door, give and take some. I got faith in Joe Judge. I was very vocal with my displeasure with Garrett last year. If Judge says Garrett is the guy, then so be it. He's the guy. The players deserved criticism last season, and the coaches did as well. So let's just give them all a chance to get this thing turned around. So I'm going to have real expectations for this team next year. I'm not expecting a Super Bowl, but with a real off season and all the signings, I'm expecting the Giants to win the NFC East. Washington and Dallas will be tough, but I honestly believe we have a better all-around roster than the both of them. So I got a little off topic, but I have so much to say. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. You're a trooper. So as far as wide receivers, I have lofty expectations. I expect top 15 offense at least overall. Obviously, if they all stay healthy. So I'd just like to take a second and thank you all for the recent success. I started this channel almost a year ago. I didn't expect to have 200 subscribers by now. You guys all rock. And I can't say thank you enough. I honestly love the Giants, and to be able to talk about, something that I'm passionate about and love, and have people actually listen is amazing. Thank you all a million times over. As always, stay safe, like and subscribe.